And it's the stuff of nightmares. Who's heading for the cup final and who for the obscurity of knocked-out nearly men? It's Arsenal's 7th semi in 8 years, the 5th on the spin, 25 in total, but that will all be meaningless if their last chance of a trophy ends today. It's Blackburn's first semi in 45 years, but without a final to follow it, who will really remember? Arsenal have won 6 on the spin without Sol Campbell, who's missing again today, but if they've had to learn to get by without him, how do they replace Thierry Henry, who this season, as usual, has scored twice as many goals as any other Arsenal player? Today, Jose Antonio Reyes partners Dennis Bergkamp in Henry's absence. Blackburn have emerged unbeaten from recent trips to Goodison, Anfield and Old Trafford, but this starting 11 were beaten by Arsenal at Ewood Park last month. Their only defeat in 9, and the Van Persie winner on that day is the only goal that Brad Friedel has conceded in the last 6. Mark Hughes, a veteran of 5 FA Cup finals as a player. Arsene Wenger, a veteran of 6 FA Cup semi-finals before today as a manager. Steve Dunn is the referee. It's Blackburn Rovers in the blue and white half shirts, kicking from left to right, and this is Morten Gamst Pedersen. Dennis Bergkamp for Arsenal. Schicol ahead of Perez. This is Reyes. Senderos. And Blackburn will have a throw. Off Reyes to Reed. Dickov running from deep, and the offside flag has gone up against him. Wasn't the quickest offside flag you've ever seen. Well, referee's assistants. Oh, well, it doesn't look offside, does it? Does not look offside against Dickov. Looks very much like he was played on by Senderos. Slip from Cole, Senderos. Well, Blackburn throw it. It's poor defending. First that Schicol slip and then complete misjudgment from Senderos. Look out of sorts at the moment, Arsenal, a little. Here's Pedersen. Stephen Reed. Good play by Reed, he's got the free kick. Well, he burst forward with real intent, Stephen Reed. Patrick Vieira claims he got the ball. But he didn't. It's going to be touched to Reed. Well hit by Reed and well saved by Lehmann. It's a good save by the Arsenal goalkeeper. Decent hit by Reed. Flitcroft is going to get a yellow card here. He's left Patrick Vieira in an uncomfortable heap on the floor. Here's the challenge. Patrick Vieira, Reyes to his right-hand side. Bergkamp getting forward, Ljungberg too, this is Reyes. Reyes! Not quite the end product, it's as much space as Arsenal have found inside the Blackburn danger area in this game. Todd. Vieira's come away with the ball. And well, in the end, I think David Thompson just lost his patience with Patrick Vieira, lost his cool. He's been beaten by Patrick Vieira on more than one occasion there, David Thompson. And in the end, he'd had enough. Gilberto. Perez again. Dennis Bergkamp. Chance for Reyes. Great save by Friedel. Perez for the follow-up. Terrific save here from Reyes. Dennis Bergkamp dug it out from under his feet. Reyes, great save by Friedel. Can't blame Blackburn for having stopping Arsenal from playing so high amongst their list of priorities. It's going to be another free kick to Arsenal. David Thompson is the aggressor, and David Thompson needs to be careful. Just a word in his ear from Steve Dunn. Thompson has already had a yellow card. Arsenal's free kick. Dennis Bergkamp will take it. Last 4 minutes of the half. Looking for Toure, punched by Friedel. Here's Perez. Senderos. Perez has found Patrick Vieira. Vieira looking for Ljungberg. It's come off Nelson's head. Here's Kolo Toure. Kolo Toure square, and Perez scores! Robert Perez for Arsenal. It's taken almost all of the first half to find a way through, but now Arsenal are in front. Kolo Toure here in a great position, great composure too, to find Robert Perez. And Blackburn now presumably must change their thinking. And Senderos is down. And Senderos was caught here. No action taken. Patrick Vieira, Aaron McQuaina, foul Vieira. McQuaina's going to go into the notebook as well. You know, Arsenal are getting frustrated here. It's Bergkamp to Toure. Dickoff hurled himself in the way, back in by Reyes, looking for Ljungberg. Nelson, it's Arsenal's throw. Well, 2 minutes, or a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time is what the fourth official indicated. We've played almost 4, and Steve Dunn blows his whistle on a tetchy and at times bad-tempered first half, but Arsenal lead thanks to the Robert Perez goal 3 minutes from the end of the half. Perez was well found. Room here for Lauren. Gilberto inside the penalty area. Fabregas on the overlap. Perez also inside the box. That's Gilberto! Good save by Brad Friedel, denying the Brazilian what would have been a third goal on this ground. Scored twice in Community Shield matches here, Gilberto. That's a good save by Brad Friedel. Robbie Savage getting ready. Nelson's done well. Finds Reed. Reed to Thompson. Thompson to Emerton. Good attack by Blackburn. 4 inside the penalty area. It's Brett Emerton. Well hit and well saved by Lehmann. Blackburn's best moment of the game, this. Good passing football, good movement, and positive thinking from Emerton. It's a decent save from Lehmann. Brett Emerton for Blackburn. Dominic Matteo. Well out by Toure under pressure from Nelson. Here's Matteo, allows it to bounce. Here's Arsenal's throw. Robbie Savage here. Well, not only did Savage catch Frances Fabregas, he had words for the Spaniards as he walked past him. Savage right in on Fabregas. He's flown in knee-high here with the challenge. He's caught Fabregas, and then he's had words with the Spaniard as he's walked past. It's got to be a yellow card for Savage. I'm not sure that Steve Dunn's going to give him one. Time is not on their side. Oh, it's a good turn by Van Persie, who's away. Van Persie has put Arsenal into the FA Cup final. Robin Van Persie, with 4 minutes to play, has made certain now Arsenal are heading back to Cardiff next month for the cup final. Nicely into the feet of Van Persie. Lucas Neal tried to pull his shirt back, couldn't get a grip. Van Persie found space, found the corner. 2-0 Arsenal, and there is no coming back from that for Blackburn. Not unless they score now, and there's Reed, and Lehmann has saved. That's about as good a chance as Blackburn have had. Not been a happy return to the Millennium Stadium for Mark Hughes. Here's Perez. And Van Persie, and it's 3, and it's a brilliant goal by Van Persie. It's an outstanding finish by Robin Van Persie, who's either overcome or hurt himself. He's hurt himself. Perez suddenly, with all kinds of space, picked out Van Persie, who finished it quite beautifully. What happened next? It's almost a... well, he runs into Andy Todd. That's what happens. Defeat. No Sol Campbell, no Thierry Henry, no matter. Robin Van Persie scores twice, Robert Pires once, and Arsenal are into the FA Cup final. Blackburn's first semi-final in 45 years ends in defeat. It will be Arsenal back here in May, their 17th cup final. That is a record which could be matched tomorrow by Manchester United. We shall see.
Arsene, mission accomplished. How tough was it?
Very tough, because they decided to stop us from playing, and sometimes it was over the edge, I felt, of the rules, you know, and it was very difficult to keep our nerves. But I'm very proud we did it very well, and did not let them disturb us too much.
I know that we don't send players out with a remit to hurt people, so unfortunately we're reaping the issue of the way people perceive us, and have perceived us from possibly a game against Chelsea earlier in the season.
Well, one thing's for sure, you'll be playing United in the final. Which one would you prefer? You'll be sitting back and watching tomorrow.
Exactly, your preference doesn't count a lot. I would say Man United is favourite of this game, but Newcastle is a good side. They just had a disappointment. Depends how they will respond to that disappointment, and they have a fair chance.
Well done, Arsenal in the FA Cup. They have a terrific record. Do you agree with Arsene Wenger that Blackburn's approach was sort of over the edge, I think he said?
Well, first of all, it's a semi-final, and the big games, chance of getting to the FA Cup final. I just think Blackburn played to the strength. Once or twice, one or two of the players were overzealous, but you know, it is still a physical contact sport, and these things do happen. I thought the referee handled it well in most situations. I thought Robbie Savage was a little bit lucky there, but I just thought Blackburn played to the strengths, tried to shut Arsenal down, especially in the first half, and he did it well.
So, within the realms of the rules of the game, closing them down and trying to put pressure on Arsenal, and not absolutely over the top. If we look at a few examples here, they tried to hustle Arsenal, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, when Arsenal are a good passing side now. When they had a chance and we were compact, he went and he shut down. When one man went, they all squeezed in behind, as we can see here, and make Lehmann kick it. Now, Arsenal aren't great in the air, so that's what Blackburn set out to do, did it well. Here, Thompson gets involved with Patrick Vieira, who's a big, strong player. That was a bad tackle, but it was the way they went about the job on the day.
There's tenacious,
Yeah,
and that was
yeah. I mean, the referee dealt with things on the whole really well. But I mean, they played to the strength and worked really hard, Blackburn. Now, when Vieira's got space, he can pick out a pass. Now, this is great ability by Torre, and to pick out Perez there. But that was towards the end of the first half. They got time and space, and this is great ability. You know, for the centre half, and then to pick out Perez in the middle. Typical Arsenal goal, great goal.
How do you judge it, Sam? Because, of course, you don't want to play to anyone's strengths. You want to try and stop teams from play. So if you're Blackburn, you can't. There's no point playing into Arsenal's hands, is there?
Well, we were said to be very much the same when we beat them at the Reebok Stadium, that we were a little too physical, you know what I mean? And I don't think we were quite anything like one or two of the tackles went in there, but what we had to do was we had to put Arsenal out of the stride and out of the passing game, otherwise you just have no chance whatsoever. And we managed to do that, and that's what Blackburn went out to try and do. And to be fair to Mark Hughes, he's pulled Blackburn out of a relegation position just by doing that alone. He hasn't really got the firepower up front that they used to have, and he's got Dickoff up there. And of course, he's been basing his hard work and his tenacious style all the way through his career at Blackburn Rovers, and today it didn't quite pay off, and because it was a semi-final, it just got a bit over the top sometimes.
They tried, but then it didn't quite work out, because there's this word that you all like using all the time, and I hear you saying all the time, quality. And talk about Van Persie, talk about making an impact. If you come on and do this in round about 8 minutes or so, well, that's not bad, is it?
Well, this is just Patrick Vieira, time and space. Great into feet, but the touch and the turn and the pace. And we all know this boy's got ability. It's took him time, but if he gets goals like this,
I think he scored one a little bit similar, didn't he, at Blackburn not so long ago to win at Blackburn Rovers. But I mean, this one I think is even better. I think that the Blackburn defender will be upset about missing the header, but Arsenal very rarely cross a ball in the orthodox way, and the pullback and Van Persie's first time finish, bottom corner, it's absolutely fantastic.
Now, Peter, look at this. You said Robbie Savage was lucky. Andy Todd lucky? Case to answer?
I think Van Persie turns into him, but I've got to say there is let's say, a suspicion of an elbow raise there.
Well, I tell you what, it's a great goal, but he doesn't know what's going on there, does he?
I mean, that is a fantastic finish. It's
very apologetic at the end. Are you going to give Andy Todd the benefit of the doubt there, or are we not sure?
Well, there's an elbow raise, but Van Persie has turned into him. I think that one's going to be very difficult to prove.
This is two tough ex-footballers, maybe giving someone the benefit of the doubt. Is that fair enough?
I just think sometimes tackling is an art, and the physical side of the game still should be there. If you let Arsenal play, they're going to batter you.
No. With your shoulders and your elbows and your arms, we'll leave that case for others to think about it. Just to rubber stamp the stranglehold Arsenal have on the FA Cup of late. Since Arsene Wenger became manager, he's led a team out for 5 of the last 8 finals, 4 of the last 5. A terrific record.